beauties. Good morning. So this is the first DTTV upload, I suppose. So just to give you a little rundown, I do a lot of stuff with cars in general in my spare time, and I enjoy watching a lot of the YouTube motor journalists and car reviewers, etc. So I thought I'd give it a little go myself. It won't be sort of daily uploads, it'll just be doing with stuff that I do in my spare time related to cars, whether that be detailing or refurbishing my Ford Racing Puma. So for today, for example, I'm driving up to Birmingham City Powder Coaters to collect 5 sets of wheels that I've had powder coated for my Racing Puma and a few other friends' cars. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, and I've done about an hour already, so it shouldn't be too much longer now. Fortunately, I'm working up this way anyway, so sort of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But yes, as I said, this channel will just be sort of something I do in my spare time. I mean, I do the stuff on the cars anyway, so I just thought to myself, well, why not sort of vlog it on the way through? And some people may find it interesting, some people not. But I've got a few ideas that I'd like to do, sort of car reviews of the cars that I own, and take you through the stages that I'm working on my Racing Puma at the moment, and a few ideas down the line to try and make some of the vlogs interesting. And yeah, we'll see how it goes really. As I said, I enjoy motorsport generally in the whole, and one of the things I'd like to do is when I go on a track day in my track car, my Clio, that'll be something to, there'll be some good footage, etc., and hopefully some good viewing for anybody who wants to follow the channel. So we're about an hour away now from Birmingham City Powder Coaters. So what I'll do is I'll see you again once I get there. And for those that are wondering why I've chosen the powder coaters from such far away from Shepton Mallet where I live, is that it's only £20 a wheel, which is, it takes some beating, and the quality of the job is superb. So with me having 5 sets, it's definitely worthwhile taking up doing the long journey for multiple batches. And just quickly, a shout out to Spencer, a friend of mine, for letting me use his van twice now to make this journey to collect the wheels. So that's been a great help. So yeah, that's a little intro, and I'll next time I see you, I'll be at City Powder Coaters picking up my fresh set of powder coated wheels for the Racing Puma. Thank you very much. City wheel refurbishment. Here we are. Collect all the wheels. Birmingham City Centre. Right then, wheels are back, and they are looking fantastic. So what I should say is it's £20 a wheel up to an 18-inch at City Powder Coaters, and that's with if the tyre's already taken off and they don't have to refit the tyre. So you can see the sets we've got done here is from a rare E30 M3. A friend of mine's just having a full respray, and I told him about taking up the wheels. So he said he'd love to get a set done for his. He's gone for just a flat silver, which is with no sparkle. As you can see, it's literally just a flat colour. But the finish is absolutely fantastic, and it's really durable. This is the Racing Puma one. You might not be able to pick it up on camera, but as you can see, there's a full sparkle, they call this one, which is obviously the same colour as he's gone for on the E30. It's got the sparkle finish, and it makes it just pop a little bit more. And in fact, I've got one on my car at the moment. If you see outside, it's a lot brighter. However, he didn't want to go for it on his E30 wheel due to the fact that he wanted to be a bit more OEM looking, which is why he's gone for the plain silver. So just having another set we got here. This is a wheel off a Clio 172 Cup. It was a bit rough. They were really curved, in fact. And this has come up fantastic again. Jave and the lads who these are has gone for, again, the sparkle finish, and it makes it look really pop, and he's going to be really happy with them. He's collecting them on Thursday. So that's the Racing Puma, the Clio and the E30. Now I did have two other sets done for an Impreza, a standard Super Impreza wheel and an aftermarket one, but the lads already come to collect those, so unfortunately I can't show you them. But one was done in a bronze colour, which was £30 a wheel, which looked fantastic. These are the tyres I've had on my Racing Puma for a while now. They're the Prada Spec 2s. They are okay in the dry, they're not too bad, but in the wet they are pretty terrible, I have to be honest. But fortunately most of the time I only use my car when the weather's nice, so I don't really have that problem with the wet. So there we are, there's plenty of tread left on them, so I'll be putting the tyres back on them later on this week, so I look forward to having them done. And here's the rest of the wheels. As you can see, the other E30 ones, the other two, 172, and another wheel there. In fact, I've got 5 wheels in total for my Racing Puma. I've got a spare one because they're getting quite rare now, so it's worth collecting spares where you can for the car. While the wheels were away, actually, I did just start spraying up the bolts, just using Hammerite silver. Got about 4 or 5 layers on them. Done it in the past, they usually have a good finish, so they should look okay. Should look really good once they're all on. Just give you an idea what they look like when they're in there. I'll show it on wheel. So they should look fantastic. The other thing to mention is the centre caps. Now, as standard when the car was OEM, they just had a Ford logo on them. But later on, a company started making the Ford racing ones, which match the badge on the side of the car, and the print on the seats. However, as I said, it was only a Ford. So for now, I will refit these caps. In fact, I'll put one on now for you. But in the long run, I hope to get to some original style ones where it just said Ford in Raj writing instead of Ford Racing. In fact, that looks already looking much better. Just haven't put that cap on. What I intend to do this evening is bring the wheels inside, and it's always recommended once you've had your wheels refurbished is to use some wheel sealant, or if you haven't got any wheel sealant, some good quality wax is recommended, and that just means that any build-up of dirt, especially brake dust, sits on top of the wax. And then when it comes to washing your car, it's a lot easier to remove the way it does. So I'll apply a couple of coats of that later on this evening, and I'll do a little photo thing so you can see all the stages that I do on them. And then hopefully tomorrow or the day after, we're going to get these tyres refitted, and I can drop the car back down onto all 4. Today is Tuesday, and I've just, as you've probably seen in the time-lapse video, finished protecting the wheels. I ended up using Paul Boy's wheel sealant, which I've used for a long time. Let's get some more now. Put it out. And this Fuso coat. This is absolutely fantastic. It's really good. And I use that more so on the inside of the wheels. But as you can see, they've got a higher gloss finish to them now. They're looking really good. After going through them and giving them a clean, I have picked up a few very small little blemishes. They're very small, and they certainly won't notice them from a distance. Unfortunately, I'm missing a cap at the moment, which I'll be getting a replacement sent to one of the forum members, which is pretty good. So shout out to Adam for that. And yeah, pretty good. The fifth wheel's Got a couple of marks on the front there, as you can see, but as I said, that's a spare, and we'll use it to put on the show stand, because we have a bit of a display showing what differences between the standard Puma and the Racing Puma are. So yeah, all in all, happy with those. Really happy with the job. I spoke to my mate, he's going to take the wheels. Today is Tuesday, as I said, so he's going to take the wheels and get the tyres fitted for Thursday. So as of Friday, the car will be back down on the wheels. So I'll, next time you see us, we'll have a bit of footage with the tyres going on, and then footage of me fitting them back onto the car. Shout out to Phillips Tyres, Shepton Mallet. Sort me out yet again. So a bit frustratingly, this wheel was well off, I think 170. You can see the sheer amount of weights that I've had to put on there. But, as I said to the bloke needs most, I have got that 5th spare one, which is at home unfortunately. So in the long run, when it comes to the next set of getting some new tyres, I'll definitely swap this over for the as the spare instead. But there we go. Tyre mounted. Probably weighs twice as much as it should, but there you go. All sorted. Okay, so as you saw in the time lapse, got all the wheels back on. It's a bit dark, so you're probably not going to be able to see very well. But all torque to spec, 110 Newton meters, for those wanting to know. And once I've taken it out for a spin tomorrow, I'll obviously come back and check the torque settings on the nuts. Because when they've been powder coated, the build up on them can sometimes make the bolts come loose, so I'll make sure I check that. I haven't actually bed the car in since I put new disc and pads in, so I'll go through I'll perhaps do an instruction video on how to bed in brakes at a later date. But yeah, it's back down on all fours, and hopefully tomorrow I might get a chance to give it a bit of a clean, and perhaps you'll have a better look at it tomorrow. The wheels are still here for a friend to collect. Yeah, just put all the tools away. One thing I would recommend to everybody, if you do work on cars, is one of the most important tools you can get is a torque wrench. This is the one I use. It's a Draper one. It's not too expensive. This is the 1/2 inch one. It does from 30 to 210 Newton meters. And then for smaller jobs, I've got the 10 to 80 Newton meters. Again, they're not too expensive, but they're definitely worthwhile having, especially if you're often taking your wheels off your cars or generally working in cars full stop. But there you go, yeah. And always look after your tools and wipe them down once you finish with them. Keep them clean and they'll last a very long time. But there we go. And that's all for now. Okay, that pretty much sums up the first vlog. I hope some of you enjoyed that. And I hope that some of you consider subscribing if you haven't already and liking a post. Because that certainly helps with drawing attention to the vlog. I'm open up to lots of suggestions and ideas, so if you want to put something in the comments section, I'll certainly listen to them. And just to point out as well, I'm going to get a GoPro and stuff because I've been recording all this on my mobile and it's not very suitable. So hopefully once I get the GoPro and other bits of equipment, it will make the footage a lot better and a bit more enjoyable for you. But yeah, as I said, I enjoyed doing that. I'm hoping to continue to do that, and with a lot more content to come with the NEC coming up shortly. So hopefully there'll be some more videos soon. And as I said, if you can like and subscribe, that certainly helps. So I'll catch you all again very soon. Cheers.